Hey guys, I wanted to do a quick little video to go over the pen tool from your last assignment. A lot of you were clicking and making a lot of anchor points, and I want to make sure that we're doing this kind of the most effective way possible. And this will help you with your logo designs as well. You can really take an image of anything, whether you sketched it, took a photo of it, and then use the pen tool to recreate it in Illustrator. So, for an example, I'm going to grab my pen tool. Let's just start again trying to make an M. So I'm going to hide this so that this isn't even in the way. So if I click and let go, you'll see that I've created an anchor point, and then I have the line as to where my next point is going to be. So if I want to create, a hump of an M, I click and drag, okay? And while I'm dragging, I can change the direction of my curve, and you can see where my curve is going to be. Now the only problem with making these curves is if you have an extreme curve, your kind of handles on your anchor point are very, very long. So if I let go, you can see that my anchor point's right here, but I have this way long handle. So if I go to create another point, I'm just going to click and let go, I get this curve below. So that's one of the most frustrating things about the pen tool is you have to pay attention to your anchor point, aka when you click and let go, that's an anchor. Your handles are when you click and drag and how far you're dragging. Okay? So I'm going to undo that. And I can show you how we can break our handles. So if I'm going to create that M again, I'm going to click and let go, start my anchor point. I'm going to move over to the middle. I'm going to click and hold and drag and create kind of that hump that I want. And then while doing that, I'm actually going to hold Alt or Option on my keyboard, and you can see that I've completely broken this handle. So now I can point it in the direction that I want to go. I'm going to let go of both Alt and my mouse. And you can see that now I can click where I want my, next point of the M and drag, and I can create another hump. So, for example, let's just delete that. I can go into this diver, and you can see that we've got a real curve going on here. Okay, and I know a lot of yours looked clean and you guys did a great job, but doing this is very, very tedious and difficult, and you get these edges. I mean, you can see it's still going to look smooth, but I've got this point, and that's because I'm just clicking and letting go, and with the pen tool, all that does is create straight lines. Now granted, at the end of the day, again, you'll have your shape, but I want you guys to really look at making curved lines. So, I mean, we can just easily click and let go, move around here, and then I'm just going to click and drag. Okay? And with two simple clicks there, I've got that. I can go down to his back a little bit. I'm just going to click and drag. Okay? And you can just keep doing this. Now, you can't take it too far. It's very difficult. I mean, I can kind of get his back here. Let's zoom out a little bit. But it's up to you if you want to do this in one big curve or you'd like to kind of break it up. Once, let's say, I'm done, there might be some things you want to smooth out. Maybe this point up here is still not looking right to you. The great thing is we have our Add Anchor Point tool. You can delete or you can adjust the angle. So this Anchor Point tool, the bottom one there, hidden under your pen tool, you can click and let go on an anchor point and it'll make it a 90-degree angle, or you can click and drag to create your curve out again. Alright, so click and let go to get a sharp edge, or click and drag. You can also do this with your direct selection tool. You just want to click and let go to select your anchor point, and then you can grab the handle and adjust however you see fit. Okay? I just want you guys to really be able to make your designs come to life. So for example, if you were doing a baguette or anything for your logo design, you could use your pen tool and just recreate it. So again, a baguette, you would probably bring in a picture, but you could use your pen tool to get the curve down, or if you're making an oven or anything like that. If you want, you can use the pen tool to fill in different sections, or you can use the paintbrush. Sometimes I use the pen tool and just remove the fill, so you just have the stroke, and then you can create lines. Let's not make it a part of that. So if I grab my pen tool, hold shift to keep a straight line, and then you just have to hit your selection tool to end that pen tool. Now you can see this doesn't quite reach to there, but I can go in with my direct selection tool, click and let go, and then I can either use my arrow keys to move that over or my mouse. But you're able to recreate anything that you kind of sketched out or designed. If, let's say, this is a closed path, or if you're making something, you can always use fill colors. So if I'm going to do, I don't really know what shape this is, but just for the sake of learning, we'll do kind of like a football. This is my new baguette, whatever it is. So then I can grab, double click on my fill color. I can fill it in with, you know, a brown, orange, whatever you're kind of thinking. Hit OK. And then if you wanted to do, you know, the lines to show it's bread or whatever you guys are thinking, that's when you can just create strokes. And this one actually has a fill, but it's blended because it matches, but I can just click on my object with my selection tool and remove the stroke. Alright, so just a little short video. I'd be happy to make a longer one or go into more in depth, but I just want to make sure you guys have this down and are able to use it. Okay, so let me know if you have any other questions, and have a good weekend.